much. I go really early, oh, I know your story. I go Yaba to buy material. I go tie my gele, yeah, and I go no say I don't come. If you see my gele, oh, it go wound everybody. Gele me got you to yellow. 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 Oga, be sign, but gele me got you to yellow. Gele me.
Ekaro, people, how you doing? Welcome to episode 4 of JAWA. I think some of us know how this one is themed already because you can see, as you can see this, right? You can see, yes. Well, welcome to episode 4 of JAWA, Journal of an African Writer-Artiste with Chiamaka Adeniyi. I'm here again after so much time. I'm sorry, but very soon I'll be constant, just not now. Today, we'll be talking about a very special queen. Her name is Queen Moremi Ajasoro of Osun State in southwest Nigeria. But before we go on, as usual, I'll tell you something about, hold up, Nigeria! Hey! All of you that want to fight this, let me be optimistic first. So Nigeria is a beautiful, vibrant country in west of Africa that is home to the most population of black people in the entire world. It is home to 350 tribes, over 2,000 languages, and over 180 million black people. Can you imagine? Nigeria is a very, very wide, vast country, and the scenery is beautiful. You can go to places like the Cattle Ranch, you can see Olumoro, you can see the Zuma Rock, you can see so many things. And then the people are even better. Nigerians are wild, crazy, beautiful, music loving, dance loving, just so cheerful people with a great sense of humor. And they love to travel to Nigeria. You can see them everywhere. There's no country that they don't see Nigeria. No. Nigerians are such a vibrant set of people with such an amazing sense of humor. My God, they love to play, love to be crazy, love to make jokes out of everything. There's never a dull moment with the Nigerian around. To be honest, bless Nigeria. Next, I'm going to talk about Yoruba people, from whence our queen Dutch cometh. Yes, Queen Moremi Ajasoro is a Yoruba woman, and need I say more about Yoruba people? I mean, I'm sure even if anywhere you are in this world, we must see Yoruba people, we must know their attitude. Yoruba people are beautiful, amazing people with they are vibrant, they are loud, they are sassy, they are jiggy. And Yoruba people are just very fun people to stay around. They love music. Music is a very integral part of the Yoruba culture. Their language is amazing. It's so strong. It's so basim. You know, I'm also Yoruba. Like I told you guys before that I'm Yoruba from my dad's side, and I'm really into our culture. Yoruba culture is a very amazing culture everywhere around the world. And I will also add that there are at least 41 million Yoruba people living in at least 16 countries of West Africa. And then, due to transatlantic slave trade, a lot of Yoruba communities are found in countries like Brazil, Puerto Rico, Jamaica, Cuba, and other parts of the Americas. It's a really very vast tribe, very vast culture. But the founding place of the Yoruba people is in Ile-Ife in Nigeria. We are the home of the Yoruba people. And let me tell you something, the Yorubas never have gotten to be such a prominent black ethnic group, even in the 21st century, if not for some of its early heroes, which we are about to talk about. Queen Moremi Ajasoro is originally from Ofa, present-day Osun, present-day Kwara State, before she got married to King Oromiyan of Ile-Ife at that time in the Yoruba Kingdom. Now, her story is a very interesting one. I said I must save this one for a very important episode, and 4 is a nice number. Let's agree with that. Right, so Queen Moremi Ajasoro, we don't know exactly when she was born, but it is believed that she was born around 1300 CE, but we're not so sure. Anyway, she had a zeal for freedom, which caused her to go to at lengths to get it, which she did in this story. And then she was also known as one of the most beautiful Yoruba women in Yoruba history. That's like amazing, beautiful. And Moremi also practiced the Ifa religion. Yes, the Ifa religion is a divination system in which Yoruba people believe that the world was controlled by a supreme being known as the Olodumare, and you could communicate to that supreme being through the Orishas and the Rumoles, that's the gods and the deities. So what is her story exactly? Moremi was a queen in Ife kingdom. The kingdom was subject to raiders. Yes, they were being raided. The market of Ife was being raided. And then people of Ife were being taken into slavery. The raiders would come and take staple foods, provisions, etc. and then abduct their people into slavery in their own town. These raiders were from a neighboring community known as the Igbo or the Ubo people. Now, these people were very fearful to the Ife people, and though they were furious about them being raided and everything, they could not have the means to defend themselves. Why, you may ask? Because the Ife people thought that the Ubo raiders were spirits. They thought they were masquerades. Why? Because in Yoruba culture, spirits and masquerades are usually dressed from head to toe in white or any other material. And these raiders, these marauders, were dressed from head to toe in raffia leaves. Some other documents will say that they were dressed with acorn grass and bamboo fibers. And so the Ife people thought that these people were spirits, they were masquerades. But out of all the atrocities that the Ubo raiders committed in the Ife community, the one that hurt Moremi the most, the one that made her most angry, was the disruption of the Ife market and the abduction of her people, the Ife people, into slavery. Now, the Ife market was a very important market in the Yoruba kingdom at that time because of its location in the sacred kingdom of Ife and then its commercial vibrancy. And the Ife people were very sacred people also because they were believed to be descendants, direct descendants of Odudua, who is the founder of the Yoruba tribe, and then connected to the Olodumare as at that. And anything happening to them will lead to divine retribution on Ifa. Moremi believed that despite the mysterious aura around these Ubo people, there must be a way to be stopped. So she decided to consult the priests at the Esimirin River. Now, it was very important in those days in the Yoruba kingdom to consult priests, to consult an Orisha whenever taking a very definitive course of action in your life. Whenever making a serious decision in your life, you had to consult an Orisha, a god, to know the path to take. So she consulted a Babalawo and Ifa priest at the Esimirin River, who told her that he would help her on one condition. There was an offering she had to make, but I'm not going to tell you for now. For those of you that were off your phone, I'm not telling you. After the story, I will tell you the offering that she made. Well, with this consolidation, she went home and decided to work on a master spy plan. She would pose as a trader on the next market day, and then through her beauty and magic, she would be able to infiltrate the Ubo leadership and find out a weakness that the Ife people could exploit. As planned, on the next raid, she was captured, and when the captives were being paraded around to the Ubo leader, she was seen, and immediately her beauty struck the leader, and he asked that she be brought to him as a wife. Now, Moremi spent her time learning the ways of life with the Ubo people while she was a wife to the king in the Ubo kingdom, and she finally found a way to squeeze out some information from him. He told her that the people, the masquerades, the ones covered in raffia leaves, but actually not masquerades, but normal human beings covered with raffia leaves. And then he further went to tell her that since it was raffia leaves that were covering them, that the slightest touch of fire, they will not survive it. First of all, I want to understand how you can be exposing your secrets to a foreigner. But you know what beauty can do. You never know. Anyway, Moremi found her way out of Ubo and then tipped the Oni with all this information. She ordered that on the next market day, that the people of the market square should hold Igita, short hard tree branch, and Oguso, the middle layer of a kernel, a ball of the middle layer of the palm kernel font, and that they should light the Igita on fire and then torch the raffia, the Ubo raiders. They did this, and most of them who did this were women. Most of them in the market scene that did this were women. So they carried the Igita at that time, and they touched them, and they ran away, and then they never came back again. They never came back again. So they knew that they weren't spirits after all. Well, this really, the liberation of these Ife people, they were so happy. You could imagine there was celebration everywhere. Finally, their long-time foes have been conquered by this brave, courageous woman. But her spiritualism still landed to the end of the story because, like I said before, she had to give the Esimirin priest an offering for him to be able to help her. And sad story. When she went back to the Esimirin River, the priest asked her for her only son Olurogo as a sacrifice. Hey, Jesus. She begged him to lessen the punishment, lessen the sacrifice, and at the end of the day, she still had to fulfill her own part of the bargain and gave up her son. She really grieved. The whole of the Yoruba land grieved with her, and as a result of this, they promised that they would be her long-lived children. And so today, that is happening. That is the amazing story of Queen Moremi. I mean, seriously. Now let's go deep down into the sentiment of this whole story. The Ife market, like I said before, was a really sacred part of the Yoruba way of life, the Yoruba culture. This place was the biggest market, very vibrant. You could see carpenters, blacksmiths, goldsmiths, tailors, hairdressers. This was the center of Yoruba commercial living, of the economy. I mean, it was such an important and integral part of the Yoruba culture. So you could say that Moremi's liberation of the Ife market and the Ife people could be seen as a liberation of the entire Yoruba way of life itself. She literally preserved the culture, which is why it's a very important story till today and still is being passed down as folklore. I mean, years before the Statue of Liberty was erected at the New York City Harbour, Queen Moremi was standing holding an igita as Africa's own Lady Liberty. Wow. She's a symbol of self-determinism, of the zeal for freedom, of spirituality, I mean, she really helped to cast out the notion in people's heads that women in Africa had no place in liberation of African people, which is not true. They held a very significant role, and she is one epitome of a freedom fighter. She is amazing. I mean, many plays have been done based on Moremi, many retellings of the story, books, movies, and she has a statue erected at the palace in Offa, that is in Kwara State, and I feel like I've actually passed that place before. And also, a festival is held every year in her honor, where people dress up in raffia leaves from up to down and are chased by bunny igita. I mean, I would love to see that. Like, I would love to see that so much. But I would love to be the one holding the torch and running, because I don't want to be burnt. Oh well, I love this queen so much. She's one of my favorite queens so far. That's why I said I must make this episode an interesting one. I hope you guys loved it. I hope you guys loved the story of Queen Moremi. I hope we all aspire to be somebody important in the society these days. Man, it is a privilege to be someone that your legend lives on, as somebody that cause the freedom of a particular race or tribe, and any one of us can do it. Any one of us can be legends. I want to be a legend. I hope you want to be a legend too. So hit that like button, share, comment, please share, comment, and do everything you can, and subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe so you can see more of my videos. Yes, and please tell me what you feel about this one. Tell me what next I should do, because I know that before this people are asking me, oh, do a Nigerian queen, oh, do a Nigerian queen. I was like, wait, I'm saving the best for not last, but for fourth. Yeah, I'm saving the best for fourth, and I really love the story. I hope you do too, and I hope you loved this video, and I will keep making more on popular demand. So how do they say bye bye in Yoruba? Yes. Oh, double people, bye bye. I will leave now.
Me, I am ready for the party. Oh yeah, I want to be smart. I go.